Hey Familia, it is Veronica and Leo's roaming around below the camera. And we are just coming on to do our bump date. I am 34 weeks pregnant, 6 weeks to go. Hooray! And we'll see when she arrives. Maybe she'll be early. I have this like weird feeling that September 28th. I don't know, that date just keeps popping up in my head, but maybe it's because Amelia's due date was supposed to be August 28th. I don't know. We'll see. We're excited. The baby is weighing in. Average weight of a baby around this time is 5 pounds, 17 to 18 inches long, and is the size of a pineapple. Or if you really like Eggo waffles, she is the size of an Eggo waffle box. Ooh. That sounds so good. A waffle with peanut butter on it. Not like a homemade waffle, like one of those toaster waffles. I wonder if we have any. Maybe. I'll have to check after this. Anyhow, the baby is growing. I had my appointment yesterday and I'm measuring for 34 weeks. I'm gaining weight, getting close to 200 pounds. Ugh. I haven't gained a lot of weight because I never had time to shed weight from Amelia, but we'll see. And the heartbeat is sounding strong, so those are all positive things. She is moving a lot when I'm laying down. Before she was moving like when I was sitting and stuff, but like when I laid down, she was really moving a lot. Last night, I definitely like had a lopsided bump on my belly when I was like laying sideways, and she was like pushing, and I felt like I had like a human going like this. So that was fun. I'm always like, Elijah, feel this. And then as soon as he moves his hand, she stops, without a doubt. So she's either shy or stubborn. We'll find out. The app is also telling me that the baby is shedding like its fuzzy stuff. I don't know what it's called. The fuzzy stuff. And the nails are growing strong and long. So they say like now that the nails are like fully like covering the fingertips. So that's exciting. It's such a little detail, but you know, it's amazing. It's a miracle that these babies are growing literally inside you and then they pop out as real humans. Nutty. As far as the home front, we are getting ready-ish. We pulled out the bassinet for next to the bed. I just need to wash that. We're gonna need to grab the car seat out from storage and wash that as well. So mostly it's just like getting the things out, washing them, and getting them prepared, right? I just need to do it. But I just keep telling myself, oh, I have so much other stuff to do. But I need to hustle. I only have 6 weeks. And if she comes early like Amelia, then I might have 5 weeks, or I might have 4 weeks, or I might have 3 or 2 or 1. I hope it's not 1 or 2 or 3. She needs more time to cook. So anyhow, I do need to grab my pump parts out from the closet and bottles and things like that. I mean, we still have bottles for Amelia, but we need to get the smaller nipples and clean those and kind of throw away the ones that are bad and all that fun stuff. I'm a little nervous about breastfeeding. I don't know if I've ever shared, but with Amelia, I had a terrible experience breastfeeding. Not that it hurt or anything, I just wasn't producing enough, and Amelia was actually losing weight the first month because I thought I was feeding her enough with my supply, but I wasn't. So I essentially kind of starved her on accident, but thankfully our doctor was on top of it, and we started supplementing with formula, and we saw the lactation specialist a few times, trying to increase my supply and trying to increase Amelia's intake from breastfeeding. Unfortunately, ultimately, it never really got better. I did everything under the sun that I thought I could do on my end, but the stress of it all, I think, played a really large part in it. And unfortunately, even with power pumping and pumping constantly, I was only making about 1 ounce on one side and 1/2 ounce on the other. And once I returned back to work, that was kind of when I said, you know, it's not worth it. And that sounds really bad because feeding your baby is like such a big part of being a new mom and being able to give them a part of you. And I struggled with it, and that's why I stayed pumping for so long, because I was like, well, at least I'm giving her something. At least I'm doing this for her. But I think in retrospect, now that I see it from the other side, I was so miserable and so stressed about it that I couldn't love my baby the way I should have, because I was so hyper focused on pumping all the time. So long story short, we're gonna try breastfeeding again. We're prepared to pump right away to get the supply up, and I think now that we know more from our experience with Amelia, hopefully it's a better experience with baby dose, but we'll see. We're hoping to like really work closely with a lactation specialist through the hospital the first few days to really make sure that we are on the right track instead of going down the terrible road of feeling like you're starving your child. So yeah. Ouch. Just thinking about it makes my heart hurt a little bit. So we are starting to get the environment ready, like I said, and Amelia still has no idea what's happening. We went to the pediatrician yesterday for her 12-month checkup and immunizations, and they're like, oh, does she know what's going on? And I was like, nope, she has no idea, and that's okay. I think it's gonna be an adjustment for everybody. Adjustment for Elijah and I, adjustment for Amelia, adjustment for the dog. We're gonna just have a growing period. And the joke was like, the doctor's like, okay, well, we'll see you in a month. And I was like, why? Why are we gonna see you in a month? Like, we just had our shots and all that, and it's usually like 3 months, right? And then the joke is, because we're gonna be going again for newborn checkups. So, wow, crazy. Get to do it all again. And the weather here is a little bit chillier today, which I'm having like nostalgia. Oh, hello. Hi. Nostalgia of like when Amelia was an infant, so get to do it again. Crazy. Awesome. What a blessing. So yeah, that's our bump date for 34 weeks. If I said 36 at some point, sorry. Sometimes I mess up my numbers. All right, familia, thanks so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Arrivederci.